when you pick me up in the movie, I've been retired. And Karl Urban, the character of Rooney, comes in to call on my services, and he gets a chance to go back and be a detective again.
I play a character called Rooney, and he's a homicide detective. He's just come back to the force after taking a bit of time off. His wife was brutally murdered, and he's just trying to get himself back on his feet. We sort of find him at this juncture where he encounters this crime. A woman is hung, and his badge number and the badge number of his former partner, who's now retired, Al's character, is etched on a desk, so these guys are being called out.
My character is Christy Davies, and she's an investigative journalist for the New York Times. I think she's had a career where she's really put herself into positions of danger willingly because she loves her job. She's gotten herself into trouble before by being kind of overzealous. She has a past, and she has a dark past, and she is constantly trying to cover that up and not let that show through, but it really is kind of the guiding force behind why she wants to help these detectives in this case.
I wanted something that was a real good character piece, and to find a script that had only 6 actors really in the whole movie, and my 3 leads being in equal scenes and throughout, it made me curious, how far can you go with each character and keep them exciting from beginning to end?
The 3 characters, they get involved further and further in this story, and these events that are taking place affect their lives together.
Other than the 2 infamous words Al Pacino, the other reason why I wanted to do this was because I felt to play a person that was, handicapped was something I'd never done before. Every role I've done, they've all been very physical and tough, and they beat the boys up and they ride motorcycles. So I had to make her more mental, and it all had to come through inside as opposed to the body.
I like the surprises in it because it is a thriller. So, the unexpected thing, I didn't know that, that kind of thing. I like that. And I like without giving it away, there's a personal thing that happens to the character of Rooney, played by Karl Urban, that is extremely powerful.
We allow this improv take where we just go crazy, and this is where I'm finding these great Al Pacino moments. He's finding these places to go to that's making everyone's character even stronger. And it's like a domino effect with Al's process.
There's something about involving yourself in a script and finding it within yourself that I just like to do. That's why I'm an actor. I enjoy the challenge of doing a movie. It's still that for me. I still enjoy that.
I went into this movie hoping to learn a lot from Mr. Pacino, and I have been. I think one of the greatest things that I've learned is to be really relaxed and let anything happen.
It's just been such a terrific experience to see how a veteran of that caliber approaches the work and the craft. Al's one of those actors who makes everyone around him lift their game, and I learned a hell of a lot by working with him.
Every take, whether the camera was in his face or mine, he's just so incredibly giving and emoting, but at the same time, so simple about it all.
When Al prepares for a movie, he wanted to sit down and discuss backstory. He wanted us to know every single backstory, even the smaller roles that only had 3 lines. He wanted to know, well, how long has he been working at the police station? Is he a sergeant? Is he a lieutenant?
Getting to learn from such a legend and such a genuine person and just a really amazing guy such as Al, and also Karl and I just get along really well. I feel like I'm a part of a little team that we've created, and we have a lot of fun.
It was actually here on this porch that I met Johnny, and it was here that he convinced me how excited he was by this movie and how much it meant to him.
He's brilliant, he really is. He's one of the most collaborative directors that I've ever worked with.
He's such a positive light in life, but also especially on this set.
Everybody should be lucky enough to work with a guy like that because he cares and he's open. What's better than that? Being open.
When you work with Al Pacino, he delivers to you a path, a road to emotions that are sincere for the character, which most actors act those emotions, he channels them in real life.
When you think about the opportunity to work with somebody who is iconic, and though he never really was a cop, He was a cop. He had a mentality for it. He just goes right in mode.
They were part of this movie. They made it, they were around it, and they were very discreet. They worked back behind the camera, and they worked with Johnny a lot. And they still continue to work on this film. It meant a lot to them, and it means a lot to them.